do. We see Volt's Joker
There's
coming
his
out,
Joker.
and R.O.B, the nice pink one. And looks like they're ready to go. Nowadays, these two seem almost neck and neck, so it'll be interesting to see who takes the win here. It's a good chance for either of them. It'll just be it'll be interesting to see which of them will be taking on Merlin in losers finals.
Correct. A technical observation. I do not believe that R.O.B's spinning side B can reflect the bullets.
No, I don't think so. Those bullets are kind of weird projectiles, and even if they can, it only probably reflect one or two, and then I actually don't know. I guess we'll find out if we do. You see just some good waiting by Volt, waiting for his Arsene. He knows that's what he needs, but still not afraid to get some percent on.
I think Volt's definitely keeping his distance, not going in as hard as he possibly could, waiting to try and bait a laser with a Rebel Guard to get Arsene. Any kind of projectile that you can pop Rebel's Guard on only gets you Arsene that much quicker.
He's also just having to jump around that gyro spear that R.O.B's placing out. It's there's a laser.
Oh.
And beautiful work by forcing that short hop when Volt's charging with that gyro spear. He can just catch him with any aerial, and a good up smash. And there's Arsene. We see him, folks. And you see Rhythm there keeping his distance, knowing he has to kind of stay away if he wants to get this done okay, and then maybe going for a hit to try to knock him out of it. And you see him definitely dodging around, keeping his distance, shielding that side B, and trying to stay up in the air.
And to the moon he goes.
He just has to wait him out.
And there he goes,
Beautiful.
throws him off stage, if you can get him off stage.
Nope, just a down throw. But you see that entire period, Rhythm was on the defensive, patiently waiting, not trying to attack Rhythm or Volt when he had his Arsene, knowing that he just needs to wait a little bit longer and he can then take him on. Now, if he can steal off the stock in the next little bit, he can probably reset that Rebels gauge by quite a bit.
This is a very close match already, 129, and we're already 45 seconds, a minute and 45 seconds in.
Missing. Oh, good laser. We're at 147. He's getting closer to having Arsene again, but it looks like he's about to come out.
If you can get Joker without Arsene off stage.
Pull out that Rebels Guard just in a second. Oh, beautiful. That gyro spear trapping him in the corner with a good forward smash to finish him off. And
any damage he can do.
Perfectly resetting that that gauge so he doesn't have to deal with Arsene this stop.
I agree. Seeking to do any
laser snipe.
Indeed. Seeking to do any damage at all at the moment to him. The more damage he causes to Volt's second stock, the less damage he has to cause later.
Absolutely. Good nair, and there he is, Arsene. Rhythm knows what he has to do right now, and he's just waiting his turn until Arsene finally goes away. You see him flying all the way up there, staying above the stage.
Trying to burn off as much Arsene as possible.
Absolutely. Just giving it time until he can actually feel ready to fight him. He knows he's at a high percent right now, so he's just waiting his turn. Gets a good grab to down throw, trying to connect with the up air, doesn't make it. You see him, throwing out projectiles, trying to keep distance. Oh, and still got the kill right before Arsene got out of there. That is sad to see. He had almost outlasted the entire thing. But
still up a good amount of percent here.
Still, Rhythm's doing a wonderful job kind of waiting out that Arsene. And keeping him about, juggling him with his aerials.
Good hit
great
there.
Job. Oh, gyro sphere didn't stay on.
Just a couple more hits, and Arsene's coming back too late to bring out Arsene.
Up tilt to up smash, like a beautiful little setup there.
Indeed.
Now it's Volt's turn, getting some good damage on, but not as much as he would with Arsene, but definitely keeping him in the air. Rhythm's back down, throwing out his projectiles, trying to set up something just so he can kind of relax for a minute. Being thrown around the stair, gyro sphere's already out, but they're each just taking their turn with their aerials.
Correct me if I'm wrong here, Kaiku. Could Joker use Rebels Guard short hopping over a gyroscope and just proc Arsene immediately?
It would do less damage because gyroscope doesn't do a lot. But I believe he could, if he could just go right above it, but it would leave him really open to any of Rhythm's attack. He could charge a full up smash in the time.
Arsene is off the field.
It also might knock him somewhere. I know you kind of stay still when generally using
Rebels
Rebels
Joker
Guard,
going deep.
Yeah, he's definitely trying to finish off that stock and get an early kill. Oh, good up smash, but not quite making it. You see Rhythm kind of dodging around, trying to keep his distance, just throw out something to get him into a little trap. Good grab. He's off stage now, but you know he's just going to fly straight up and get out of Volt's way.
I'm surprised we're not seeing more risky options from Rhythm here. He's being very patient, very careful, even with a stock advantage and only one more hit needed.
Yeah, well, he knows he has to be really careful with Arsene coming in because that is the comeback. Yeah, like you see that, and that's something scary to look at. So he knows he has to be really patient, keeping his distance, especially when Joker has Arsene, willing to stay on the ledge for the extra time and then just roll around, trying to keep it his way with projectiles, but Yeah, he's definitely just getting out of the way until he can actually get it. Oh, and there's a down smash.
Still E heavily in. There
Oh,
it is.
even when he's still at our set, up smash straight up.
One
Alright,
game
so that's-
down. Rhythm up by 1.
That'll be 1 up for Rhythm. Wonderful play.
The losers round
No, that's finals. Just winners finals. Winners finals, losers finals, so it'll be the next one.
Gotcha. Volt now a game behind. We'll see what he can do. Volt is eager to get back at Merlin and have another shot at him
He'll be
in the
curious.
finals, but he's got to make it through Rhythm first.
It'll be curious to see whether he chooses. Playing on stage, I think, is how Volt looks at it a lot, but also it'll be curious to see if he chooses to go Joker again, or maybe switching to Meta Knight, which I doubt, but he might pull out his pocket Bayonetta as well. It really matters which one he feels more comfortable with. We see they're just still choosing the stage. Looks like it's
Rhythm heavily a R.O.B main, but he does have other options in the bag. He does have a Samus that exists, a very physical Samus,
Yep.
as a matter of fact.
And he's definitely not that classic campy Samus you see. He's got a lot of, he's very talented at getting in your face with it, really good at getting spikes with it. That's the big thing you gotta watch out with Rhythm Samus, is that he will constantly just spike you around the stage, especially when you're not expecting it. But, oh, you don't see that coming.
Whoa,
Looks like,
returning to the Smash 4 Classic. Volt pulling out his old main,
yeah,
Sheik.
I haven't seen him play too much with Sheik.
This
these
is
days, but-
brave. I've not seen much of any Sheik gameplay in Smash 5 at all.
But with the kind of blocky and that the movements of R.O.B being almost predictable in a sense, it might help him a little bit, but I think we'll find out. You see him coming out of the gate. He's not.
I'm seeing those
claim
attempted
advantage over
Smash
there.
4
Good
techs
neutral.
there, but
Yep.
this is Smash 5. It's a different game. It's a new game.
But you do see him. I think that's going to be to his advantage that he hasn't really played Sheik that much, because you know he still knows that character inside and out. And Joel hasn't fought in a while. Like,
True,
Rhythm,
but
it's been a while since Rhythm's really fought a Sheik, so
Good
it
point.
should be interesting. And the
Already
knowledge that
getting
Volt
the
has with
percent
Sheik
lead.
is not something that's just going to go away overnight. So
Very true.
I think he very much remembers it. You can see him just doing that, all the stuff you know how to do with Sheik, running around your opponent, hitting him with aerials, knocking him around, then just getting out of the way as fast as possible before they can really recover from it at all. Oh, and trying to throw out that laser, but getting stopped by a quick aerial, and yeah, just teleporting right in his face. You see him coming back up there. Yep.
Sheik had
landing on the
difficulty
top
killing in
platform.
4. Let's see how Sheik does in 5.
And it's not doing too much better in 5, but a good throw.
I did
and trying
notice-
to set him up with a laser. Oh, and
I
a
did
good
notice
catch
that
side B.
bouncing fish attempt earlier by Sheik trying to spike R.O.B. R.O.B is very much a heavy. I don't know what Sheik's options have other than maybe a random offside smash
Well,
to
there-
try and take the stock from
The
R.O.B.
teleport is actually now a consistent way to kill with the Sheik's up B, whether it's incoming or outgoing. There's also, of course, the bouncy fish combo.
Oh, that was the
that-
lag off of an air dodge killing him there.
Yeah, you gotta watch
Was that a
air dodge
misinput?
You know, with Rob, you never know, because maybe if he'd done it just a little bit higher, he could have easily recovered, because he has such a long-term recovery. So maybe Rhythm just inputted it a little bit too late, or it was a misinput. Hard to say. But yeah, you see, Volt can kill in a variety of ways here.
My goodness,
with
racking up
mostly
damage
just keeping them off
fast.
stage and then finish him off there. But yeah, super good at just getting in there, racking up his damage, and keeping a tight, concise gameplay with his Sheik. Not really willing to waste moves or anything like that. You see him kind of keeping his distance. He knows what's coming. He knows he's going to do gyro speed or laser. He's seen that a lot these last couple of matches, so he's ready for that. And yeah, you see Rob playing with that gyro sphere a lot, trying to kind of get a trap on him. Oh, and it's going off stage.
150% at Sheik. I mean, what would you say Rob's best option right here would be? A down tilt conversion?
Something like that. I think Rob right now is just trying to keep damage off him, because when you're at this point in the game, what you're thinking right now is, I want to be able to just get this stock done however I can and take as minimal damage so I can start out fresh and feel a little bit better about it. Because if you're only 30 points down, or if you're 40% down, that stock feels so much easier.
Yep, there's a
but-
side B attempt.
Yep, definitely trying to. So he's probably going to play a little bit riskier, just trying to finish.
Oh, there's an up
Boom,
smash.
up.
Or up tilt.
That was up smash. He did a double spot dodge to up
But
smash.
already Rob at
Worked out.
100%. Really though, that doesn't. If there's any time when being at 100% means very little in a match, it's at this point where Sheik has difficulty killing,
Yeah.
and R.O.B is very much ahead of you.
If Volt does play his cards right, he can kill easily. You see him trying that bouncing fish out.
Again.
And teleporting around, just staying out of R.O.B's way, trying to get him even to an opportunity where anything will kill, but it's going to take a while for that. And you see
Good
Rhythm
parry.
getting a little scared, going off and keeping him at bay, or keeping Sheik at bay with projectiles, and just trying to bait. Oh, there you go.
Yep,
Get
he's
some of
starting
those
to bring up the down
off.
tilt.
Yeah, really just trying to stay out his way with all those projectiles.
There's a
but
bouncing
it's
fish.
really easy for Sheik to just short hop over those, and especially since if it's the same way
Oh,
he
there's
does
an
it every
attempted
time.
forward smash, I believe.
Good grab. Oh, and
Oh,
a
my
nice
goodness.
up air. Actually, I don't think that was even up air. I think that was just an air.
No, that reached up, I believe. That was an up air.
Huh. Yeah, I think it might have been. It just didn't do the multiple hits that Sheik usually does.
Ooh, good point. That might have been an air.
Yeah, I think it might have just been either the first hit up air or an air. But it did look like it was pointing up. I
Whatever it
just didn't
was,
see
it was strong enough to kill R.O.B off
Yeah,
the top.
but he's pretty high percent right now. And Sheik racking up that damage as R.O.B's all the way out there. Rhythm did go out and lose that first stock, but even in that, if he still had that, you would see, I think, Sheik would definitely have that advantage right now as they're just bouncing around with this guy.
Another side B in the middle of empty space. I don't know what his idea is there, unless if he's trying to cover the fast fall.
Well, what the thing is with Sheik is that it's for me at least, and I think for a lot of other players, it's very hard to predict where she's going to be. She has a lot of options with her movement, especially in the air with that fast fall and airspeed and all that. So it might just be kind of guessing or kind of hoping that that's where they're going to land at that point. But with Sheik, you have so many options on where you want to be and how fast you want to be there that it is really hard to predict where they're going to be. So you might just see him kind of throwing out moves and hoping it works. Oh, and a good back air.
back air.
That was a very good read by Rhythm, especially with Sheik's kind of difficult to track movement. Nice spot dodge, but wasn't quite enough. You see Volt connecting with those up airs. Gyrosphere is out, and so Rhythm will have to charge that up
Oh,
again.
that was close.
And you see just both of them just shielding, waiting for that opportunity to try to get into the advantage state. A good shot, but they're just barely missing. Rhythm is in the mentality right now where he needs to finish off the stock. He just wants to get rid of it. Oh, there's a teleport, and that will not kill. It's
Oh
all
my
the way on
god,
the other side of
R.O.B's
the
a
stage.
heavy.
Well, yeah, when you're that far away on the stage, that's a rough kill to get. If it had gone the other way, that would be
Especially
beautiful.
as Sheik.
Oh, yeah. And you see just Sheik jumping around, not letting R.O.B kind of get a handle on their movements. Maybe letting it back up, but just
Oh, that
not
attempted
letting it
up
get
smash
killed.
by Sheik didn't go anywhere.
Oh, that gyro was for a
Oh,
catch
that
and
was
teleport.
interesting.
Oh, a good down air,
Oh, my
but
goodness.
she had legend ability. No two frame for you. Oh, good forward air. And that's enough to kill.
All right, it is now even. Rhythm and Volt 1-1. Neither side giving up yet. Volt slowly bringing it back.
It's like trying to get out of it.
Alrighty. Now, I'm really curious to see which characters they choose because Rhythm might feel more comfortable going at Volt Sheik with one of his own classic characters. So we might see a Samus pull. We
Possibly,
might see,
possibly.
Honestly, Rhythm has a lot of different characters he likes to play as well. We could see anything from, I don't think he'd pull out a Rosalina and Blumen bracket, but I've seen it happen before, so.
I don't think he'd pull out a Yoshi, though. He does have one.
He does have one, but it's honestly, I think he might just stick R.O.B.
Gotcha.
And just kind of see. He gets to see, of course, what Volt's going to choose. Oh yeah, they're both sticking with the same characters, so we're going to see what happens here.
Interesting.
Running it back. If Rhythm doesn't SD that first stock, we could see a much more even match right now. Because
I just realized that we have the wrong logo at the top of the screen. That is a logo for the 9th tournament, not for the 20th tournament. We will have to get that fixed.
oh my goodness,
Someone contact the social media officer.
he's in playing friendlies. All right, so you see Volt.
He's already
quickly
going
racking
in
up those
hard. I
damage,
mean,
getting
I
those
don't-
aerials, getting those grabs, knowing what he needs to do. And you always see R.O.B do that. And I think that might be to Rhythm's disadvantage right now, where he's throwing out Gyrosphere, throwing out Laser, forcing Sheik to jump, but Sheik knows she has to at this point. So it might be a good mix-up at this point.
There's
Maybe
the
throw-
forcing the
yeah.
air dodge with the side B. Even at 60%,
That
Volt
thing
does
is
not want
terrifying.
that side B to connect.
Good forward smash, just catching his landing. Oh, and you see, yeah, Rhythm definitely making it to the ledge.
safely landing on a platform, seeing if he can get off of it. An attempted
Keep
up
up the
there,
shot.
and there goes a
Another
forward smash. That is...
Volt's really bringing it back. He knows how to. He really knows this character, despite having not really played it that much at all. And that's very respectable. I don't think we've seen him pull it out in bracket yet, but who knows? And just putting so much pressure
My
on
goodness,
R.O.B,
these
who's
tech
usually-
strings are just...
Oh, good.
Oh,
hit with
good
the laser.
snipe.
And that's the thing with R.O.B. You notice Joel will
Oh
play
my
like
goodness,
with
how did that not hit?
other characters. He'll play a very patient play style.
True.
With Sheik, you don't really get that opportunity. You have to be able to hold your own for a few minutes, get her off of you, and then you can go and do something. about
That bouncing fish just seemed miscalculated. Rob wasn't even back on ledge yet, and he just vaulted over the edge.
It might have just been a movement option for Volt. There we go. Nice bouncing fish to just kill. Throwing those things out, especially with R.O.B being a kind of bigger character with a lot of kind of weird hurt boxes, it can be easy just to sometimes get some random percent or get them off you at that point. Also, bouncy fish is a movement option. So good.
This is quickly turning away from Rhythm's favor. He's going to have to bring it back.
Yeah, he is 2 stocks down at this point, but...
Oh, that
he's
was
pretty
a
high in
misdirection.
percentage. You hate to see it happen. You see them both just kind of trading projectiles right now, staying on the edge of the stage.
Volt perfectly happy to use his superior movement to stay at distance with those needles.
Rhythm kind of wanting to set up some sort of gyrosphere trap with his laser, and Volt not really wanting to go in too much because the high percentage at this point, but looks like he's fine with it now. Getting those grabs and putting them right into his nice clean aerials. He knows what hits what. Oh,
There's a side B.
There's a side B. That last hit not quite killing, but trying to get off stage with them.
Good DI saved him right there, I think.
Yeah, and good back air from them. Oh,
there's a gyro.
finishing him off. A good shot.
Still a stock and a half down, though.
And you see Volt, he knows when that gyrosphere is coming out, and good on Rhythm that time for not throwing out laser. I don't think Volt expected that, but he was still able to capitalize it off anyways.
Oh my goodness, the needle stopped
gyrosphere, and Volt just grabbing that really quickly. Rhythm trying to get some down tilts in. Good parry.
Good parries.
He's just trying to stay down before Volt juggles him much longer. You see him just trying to stay at one edge of the stage, really get his bearings again, but still doing some wonderful moves, trying to, good nair.
He's gotten very
keeping up his
defensive.
aerials.
Volt's either going to be charging in to finish this.
Oh,
my,
from
what
Volt.
in the world
You
did we
don't
just
see
see
that.
there? How did that side B not connect?
It was Bomb kind of has some weird wind boxes, so Bomb basically kind of pulled him, sucked him in back a little bit, so giving it a weird kind of direction. And you see Volt trying to test in that gyrosphere with needles. Good drop of the gyrosphere from Rhythm though, and just keeping his aerial coverage with those nairs. Knowing it's much harder.
Oh, there's
to
a
break.
trip. That was a
good
possible
trip.
jab lock setup,
Yep.
I think.
I think you're right. Good. Oh yeah, trying to get that kill with the teleport off stage, or not off stage, but off on ledge. And you see both of them just kind of trading this gyrosphere on that round. Yeah, they really.
Rob not giving up yet.
Rob being super defensive, and Sheik just trying to finish off this game and get that kill. Charging the needles, but interrupted by laser. Good gyrosphere, catching up again, throwing it way off stage. See, just trying to test that shit.
There's a
There's
fair.
the fair. That's it. All right, that's 2-1 for Volt.
And that's it. Volt's
Yeah, I
moving
believe
on.
So good games for both of those. That was a wonderful thing to watch.
It is time for a rematch. Volt versus Merlin.
Oh, this is always fun to see.
Now, something important to remember, Merlin, when they faced earlier in the match, came out with Hero on the first game and kamikazed at 0 just to prove a point.
Of course, that's the most Merlin thing we've seen all day.